I rise today to move that a humble address be presented to Her Honour, the Honourable, the Lieutenant Governor, as follows. To Her Honour, the Honourable Salma Lakhani, AOE, Bachelor of Science, LLD Honorary, the Lieutenant Governor of the Province of Alberta. We, Her Majesty's most dutiful and loyal subjects, the Legislative Assembly, now assembled, beg leave to thank Your Honour for the gracious speech Your Honour has been pleased to address to us at the opening of the present session. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to rise in front of this House and introduce myself to my colleagues and to Albertans as a whole, as the newest member of the Legislative Assembly for the United Conservative Party. I am deeply honoured to serve my province and the hardworking people who define it. It is a responsibility I hold close to my heart and a responsibility I don't take lightly. Mr. Speaker, I would like to begin by extending my sincerest thanks to the people of Olds-Didsbury-Three for making this day possible. From the volunteers who gave their time campaigning with me, the friends and colleagues who offered encouragement, and to the constituents who listened as I shared my vision of the Alberta Promise. A vision for a strong and prosperous province committed to protecting Alberta's autonomy and ensuring our province has the freedom to make decisions that reflect our unique values. I thank you. I made a commitment to be a strong voice for the rural way of life and our agricultural community, and I am here to honour that promise. I know the work will be challenging, and I follow in the footsteps of remarkable former members, such as Bob Clark, who championed Alberta's farmers and earned the title Master Farming Constituent. And most recently, Nathan Cooper, whose dedication to public service and to the people of Alberta set a high standard of what representation should look like. I plan to serve as he did, with compassion, encouraging honest and respectful discussion, along with a good dose of reality and strength. I also want to thank Nathan Cooper for his support and encouragement as I stepped into this new role and for his contributions to our constituency. Mr. Speaker, I wake up each day deeply grateful for my family, friends, and everyone who has supported me on this journey. To my husband, Matt, thank you for standing by my side for the past 27 years. It is from you and your parents that I learned what Canadian agriculture is and how important the people growing our food are to this province, this country, and to the world. Here, here. You show me every day the deep and resilient spirit of farmers, and it was your passion for the farmer's voice being at every table that inspired that same feeling and passion in me. You have been the best example to our children on the value of hard work, the importance of finding humour in any situation, and together we taught them the importance of giving back to our community. To my children, Emmett, Cassidy, and Quinn, you are my greatest achievement and my deepest pride and joy. Here, here. You all lead your lives with integrity, kindness, and strength, and your encouragement and patience as I navigate this new job have meant the world. You represent the hope and pride of the next generation of Albertans. Here, here. To my dad, who came to Canada as an immigrant, but is so much more than that story. You encouraged me to be bold in my convictions, to give more than I receive, and to live with integrity. Thank you. Your example shaped the values I bring into this chamber today. Mr. Speaker, to my colleagues in the agriculture industry, beginning with the board and staff at Alberta Grains, the alumni of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers, the farmer-led commissions across Canada, especially Grain Growers of Canada, and the many industry partner organizations we collaborated with, thank you. Many of you were mentors when I first stepped into this space, and today I am proud to call you friends. You welcomed me to the table, often one of the few women present, and you never saw my gender, but my strong voice, experience, and commitment. Together, we work tirelessly to advocate for policies that reflect the realities of conventional agriculture. Your dedication, your time away from your own farms, and your belief in the collective good are what make this industry strong. Keep fighting the good fight. Our sector is better because of you. To all of you, your support of me goes beyond what I could possibly put into words, and I hope to make you proud. Mr. Speaker, my family has been rooted in Alberta since 1903, working on our farm near Acme. The challenges and triumphs we've faced are shared by so many Albertans. Generations of families like mine have cultivated the land, contributing to our rural economy and feeding not just our province, but the world. In this chamber, we all know firsthand the wonders and community that Alberta offers. Our pride as a province is built on enduring values of hard work, leadership, faith, empathy, and charity, although Ottawa mistakenly thinks our charity is a bottomless well. Throughout my career, I've focused on sharing the story of the typical Canadian family farm openly and honestly, highlighting what it truly takes to produce the high-quality food Canada is known for. I will continue to champion the farming legacy that defines our region and ensure the voices of those who feed our province are heard and respected. Mr. Speaker, as a rural area, we don't have the luxury of extensive resources in our communities. Instead, countless hours of community effort are poured into making our towns thrive. Out of necessity and tradition, we step up, supporting our schools, coaching teams, organizing outreach, running play schools, Bible studies, food banks, and serving as volunteer firefighters, to name a few. In Olds-Didsbury-Three, I see volunteers who are mentors and leaders, proving that when people get involved, communities grow stronger. Often, it's the only way we can offer the services and experiences our residents deserve. Mr. Speaker, this spirit of service and pride is what makes our rural communities so special. The rural Alberta perspective is often overlooked, but I intend to be a strong voice for it, especially our agri-food sector, which remains the backbone of this province, our country, and in my constituency, our way of life. As I prepared this speech, my son reminded me of former member Nathan Cooper's tradition of calling our riding the outstanding constituency of Olds-Didsbury-Three. He made me promise I would continue that tradition. Upon reflection, I realized that he is right. There is no better description of my constituency. It truly is outstanding. Nestled in the heart of south-central Alberta, our riding stretches from the banks of the Red Deer River in the east to the foothills near Cremona in the west. We are outstanding in community building, as seen with the lodges of the Royal Purple, the Elks, the Lions, the Rebeccas, and the Masons, which have chapters in most of the towns in my constituency. There are our agriculture societies, like the ones in Acme, Carstairs, Cremona, Linden, Olds, Rockyford, Three Hills, and Trochu, each playing a vital role in preserving our rural heritage. Through steer shows, rodeos, pancake breakfasts, sports days, these societies not only celebrate our traditions, but also help fund recreational facilities and foster community pride. Our many 4-H clubs encourage youth to explore, learn, and lead. The Olds Regional Exhibition hosts events year-round and is home to the world's only Bavarian rodeo. The Rockyford Rodeo, now in its 66th year, welcomes visitors from across Canada and beyond. Some volunteers are children of the original founders. We are outstanding in volunteerism. These organizations instill leadership, service, and learn to do by doing, principles that my constituents live by and that I will bring to this House every day. Mr. Speaker, we are outstanding in the arts. The cultural gems like the Rosebud Theatre and the Three Hills Arts Academy, enriching our lives and nurturing creativity. We are outstanding in education, offering diverse learning options from homeschooling to public and charter schools. At the heart of it all is Olds College, a world-renowned centre for agriculture technology, education, and research. It continues to shape the future of farming in Alberta, ensuring youth have the opportunity to build careers, provide for their families, and carry our legacy forward. Our communities are outstanding in the celebrated destinations they offer, drawing locals and visitors to experiences that reflect our creativity and pride, like the whimsical Gopher Museum in Torrington, the beautifully cultivated Trochu Arboretum, and Pioneer Acres in Irricana, where Alberta's agriculture heritage is brought to life. Each stands as a testament to the bold ideas and local passion that shape our communities. Mr. Speaker, we are outstanding in our innovative thinking, deeply rooted in tradition, in faith, and conservative values. This is reflected in Prairie Bible Institute, a well-respected institution that draws students from around the globe to Three Hills to learn and share their ministry. Mr. Speaker, the outstanding constituency of Olds-Didsbury-Three Hills has been described as perhaps the single most steadfastly conservative district in Canada. That steadfastness is not just political. It reflects a deep commitment to tradition, personal responsibility, and community. When asked what makes my constituency special, my answer is always the same: the people. I've had the pleasure of meeting and building relationships with incredible people who believe in the Alberta advantage and promise. These are people who serve in countless organizations, who welcomed me with open arms, and who inspire me daily with their unwavering commitment, looking out for their neighbours. While we may not have the same access to resources as urban centres, we have an abundance of faith, family, and community spirit. Despite the excellence we exhibit, we still face very real challenges, particularly in funding and infrastructure. Rural communities like Standard and Huxley cannot be measured by the same models used in Calgary and Edmonton. Our smaller populations require tailored solutions. We also face realities of an aging population, which requires housing and healthcare close to home. I am proud of the work being done in towns like Olds, Didsbury, and Trochu, whose new senior supportive living St. Mary's Healthcare Centre is set to open in 2027. We are attracting doctors and building facilities that meet these community needs. Towns like Carstairs and Crossfield are growing, and with that growth comes a need for infrastructure renewal, which I will be advocating for in this chamber. I'm proud of the partnerships between schools and small businesses that give youth real opportunities to apprentice, build careers, and stay in our communities. The modernization of Acme School is a prime example. The focus of the school is to expand career readiness programming and skills training in fields relevant to the surrounding community of agriculture, finance, and engineering. And already, we have the most students enrolled in dual credit courses than any other school division. Mr. Speaker, many in my constituency work in the oil and gas sector, a sector that has been under attack for the past 10 years. These are hard-working Albertans who have faced uncertainty, layoffs, and policy decisions that seemed designed to push them out of the industry. But today, they are finally feeling a measure of hope. Hope that comes from a government that understands their work, respects their contribution, and is committed to getting our resources out of the ground and into the world. I am proud to be part of a government that is standing up for Alberta's energy sector. Hear, hear. Not just in words, but in action. Hear, hear. We are pushing back against federal overreach, defending our right to develop our resources responsibly, and restoring confidence in an industry that fuels our economy and supports thousands of families. Now, I'd be remiss not to speak to the federal government's continued failure to reflect the realities of modern agriculture. Their policies often ignore the science-backed practices Canadian farmers lead the world in. A government that was more interested in electric vehicle mandates and completely ignored how it would decimate the canola industry, an issue they still haven't rectified, even as farmers are completing harvest and feeling the repercussions to their businesses. To be frank, Mr. Speaker, the party on the other side of the aisle was equally dismissive of agriculture and oil and gas during their time in government. Yep. I saw it firsthand in my previous role, where rural voices were sidelined and practical solutions were replaced with ideological talking points. Yep. It is my hope that my colleagues across the aisle will move past rhetoric and embrace a shared vision that recognizes the indispensable role these industries play in funding our public services and shaping our future. Hear, hear. Mr. Speaker, it is with great pride and humility that I rise to speak about my constituency, a place where hard work meets heart. As the elected representative, I am committed to ensuring that the voices of Olds-Didsbury-Three Hills are heard loud and clear in this chamber. I will be a tireless advocate for agriculture, for oil and gas workers, and for the families in small communities who feel forgotten. I will advocate for rural health care, infrastructure, education, small businesses, and economic opportunities that reflect the needs and aspirations of our communities. Under the leadership of our Premier and alongside a caucus of accomplished individuals, we have made significant strides in shaping Alberta's future through fiscal responsibility, infrastructure investment, and social support. On this side of the House, we will continue to fight for Albertans, not sit idle, repeating divisive rhetoric meant to fracture our province further.
Hear, hear.
Despite all this, Mr. Speaker, Alberta and our government remain committed to working hard to deliver meaningful results for Albertans. I believe that if we want real change, we in this chamber need to keep our community's best interests in mind, keep our word, and be willing to make tough decisions. We need to let common sense lead the way, where we can disagree and still have respectful debate. Albertans are frustrated. We're tired of being ignored, tired of being told what's best for us by people who don't live here and don't understand our way of life. We want to see a strong and prosperous Alberta, one that's free to make decisions that reflect our values and our industries. To my fellow Albertans, you are the backbone of this province. You feed our families, fuel our economy, and raise our next generation of leaders. Whether you're a farmer in Acme, a small business owner in Bicycle, or a student at Olds College, your contributions matter. And I will fight every day to make sure they are respected and supported. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hear, hear. Well done.